Hello, hello, shalom, hello, hello. How are we all doing, huh? We are good, I hope. Alive and well, I trust. And if you're not, press 1. If you're dead, press 1 right now. I will come save you. I hope everyone's doing good. Let me switch over. Alright, I think we've got some stand-ins going on right now, but I had to really swiftly get myself over here as well. I was kind of preoccupied a little bit. We will mute the other audio.
Seconds.
Oh, I feel like I look terrible. Damn.
5 seconds.
Look terrible. But I feel great, right? I feel awesome. We have Fallen, the Fallen, or whatever however you want to say it, up against Fans of 4-star. Now, I believe that there's 2 stand-ins for FOF, both being Reaver and Anarchist. Okay, so props to them. That's 2 stand-ins is a bit, bit of a chunkier team, right? And I don't know if these guys have played together before, so my assumption would be they have, right? Being in the same kind of MMR range and bracket, and obviously, if they haven't played together before, they've at least played against each other, so they know a little bit about each other. Okay,
10
so
seconds to go.
hello, Zach. Hello, I've been good, man. Hope you've been good, dude.
5 seconds.
We're back into some minor league Dota, man. Minor league Dota, it's really good stuff. We have Spirit Breaker Silencer. Okay, a pretty cool combo there. Obviously, the Global Silence is a very popular, popular ulti that people pick. Combos well with the Spirit Breaker, just kind of back him up if he wants to be, running around, being a global nuisance, right? The Space Cow. We love the Space Cow. Then we have a pretty safe pick of the Vengeful Spirit here from Team Fallen, which seems to be drafted by Wacko there. Go for a Clockwork as well. Okay, so it's most likely both POS 4s and 5s already picked, which is kind of cool to see. Clockwork, really cool hero. A good counter, both initiator and counter initiator a little bit as well. The cogs can be quite a nuisance for the Spirit Breaker. We can kind of disrupt that charge that comes in if he gets between people, or if he's getting charged himself. If he's quick enough, he can put down his cogs. And speaking of, halting him, I mean, another way Tidehunter is really good, but we can already kind of see how this top lane, this bottom lane is going to be this off lane for Team Fallen, which is 2 melee cores. So they'll go ahead and throw 2 heroes that kind of thrive off of melee, battles. That being the Ursa and the Slardar, 2 very strong heroes against these 2. Now, obviously, Tidehunter can reduce a little bit of that damage, as well as without BKB. The ulti's really strong, but this is a pretty good Ursa and Slardar game. I'm a little bit worried. I mean, they're going to have to really kite them. Luckily enough, they do have some heroes who can kite here, right? You've got the Clock, the Vengeful Spirit to kind of reset as well. But they're lacking a little bit of damage here on Team Fallen, right? Fans of 4-star, they've got a bit of initiation. I'm assuming this is going to be a mid Slardar, or it could be offlane as well, actually. You've just seen him mid a little bit more. But they need a little bit of damage here. They need a bit of burst, because Ursa is having a pretty fun time with his ulti here. And he's going to be munching away at some people. Preferably a ranged core that can kind of kite the Ursa a little bit. Yeah, this is a really good, I mean, it's a really good combo already on Fans of 4 stuff. However, it's a little bit predictable. You kind of know what the game plan is. So if they have, they've got a reset hero kind of on the Tidehunter. I want someone who can zip around and do a lot of different stuff. Or Viper, yeah, okay, cool. Viper's a really good pick here. Viper counters both of these cores immensely, right? Unless you're very far ahead, it's never really fun to be right-clicking onto a Viper, especially when he throws his Q down, his W down. His ulti is the main thing that we love here, though, right? Pierces through BKB, it slows people down. I don't think it's dispellable either. I will double-check. It might be, actually. Let's have a look. Is it? It cannot be dispelled. So yeah, a really nice Viper pick. I don't know if it's enough to tangle against both of these guys. Obviously, this has to push the Slardar into the off lane for sure. You can't have the Slardar versus the Viper in the mid lane. Some people might be able to pull it off, but I don't know. It's a very very hard thing to get into here. But we've got, my assumption is the safe laner for Team Fallen, and then the mid lane for Fans of Four Stuff.
10 seconds to go.
Now, I'd really like Fans of Four Stuff to build, or to pick somebody who can kind of roam around, doesn't necessarily, like, you know, Viper's a pretty hard lane to win against. Someone else who can poke, like maybe a, I think a Puck's really good. Puck is still in the pool. Leshrac is not too bad either. Some sort of magic kind of burst hero, right? The spirits are not too bad either. Yeah, they could go for a spirit here. Meanwhile, on Fans of Four Star, oh no, sorry, on Team Fallen, they need the safe lane carry, the Tango against the Ursa and the Slardar. There's not many heroes that really go toe-to-toe here. You could go for like a Sven or something, or if you want to go for a different approach, you could get like a Drow Ranger. Some people still pick Gyro into Ursa. Ursa kind of like beats Gyro anyway in the late game, so is Slardar. I don't think they want to pick this hero. It's not banned either, so... But I'm thinking something like, yeah, I don't know.
10 seconds to go.
You could go Drow. You could go Sven. I'm thinking Sven, Drow. Troll Warlord is actually pretty decent too. Because he's one of the only heroes that go toe-to-toe here. You could go for a Luna. Just somebody who can capitalize off of this repositioning that Team Fallen have. They've got some really good team fight that can kind of like reposition the fight and reset it a little bit. So Slardar and Ursa, if they don't kill this person that they go on straight away, I think the fight can definitely turn into the favor of Team Fallen. They've got 10 seconds left, so they're scratching their heads for a little bit longer. I think they might be a bit unsure of what to pick. I mean, they're going to really bring it down to the last moment. Spectre, okay. Spectre's pretty cool. There's a little bit of mobility there and escape. Yeah, I mean, I haven't... Spectre... I said this last time I streamed. Spectre is kind of like a forgotten hero, but it's been growing in popularity a little bit more, right?
5 seconds.
I think Spectre's a really nice pick here because, I mean, unless they global silence, which Spectre can just get a Manta anyway, right? Spectre can join whoever's getting jumped on. Not necessarily what you want to do unless the whole team's kind of there to back you up, but there's that little save factor there. Can also jump to whoever the clock goes on. The Vengeful Spirit can swap somebody and she can jump in on the person who swapped. I think this is a very solid pick here. Now, often back in the day, you saw Radiance get picked up on Spectre. I don't know who's going to build it.
Time to pick some.
It's a little bit awkward for Tide. You don't see Tides building it, but I kind of hope they get a Radiance this game on Team Fallen. They don't really have any natural Radiance builders. I think it should be Tidehunter build it. But Spectre can equally so also pick up this item too. Just gonna have to be a lot of farm. And then we go J-Bud picking up the Lena there. So there's that magical burst that I was talking about. That they needed to kind of finish off the draft there. Viper. What do we think here? Man, I actually like both of these teams. I got a feeling though. I got a feeling that Fans of Four Stuff, if they... Let me just get this commands that I want. Man, the Lena really kind of solidifies everything and finishes it off. Against Viper and Lane, she's actually pretty decent too. The magic resistance kind of makes it a bit annoying, but she could kind of like have a hybrid build of a bit of right click as well. Let me get a command so I can help have a look-see of what's going on. I have a Discord server where the only thing in it is me and this command. It's so weird. All right. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I think both of these drafts actually have a lot to offer. I think the game style is very much... I think Radiant may be on a little bit of a timer. There is obviously, you know, late game Ursa and Slardar, they do kind of capitalize and get like another new threshold after. But I think if this Dire team can kind of survive long enough for the Spectre to get pretty fat, I think it's really good.
30 seconds to go.
Hey!
Damn it, Krieg. Thanks for testing that out, mate. He unfollows and follows me every time. I thought you broke it one time because it stopped sending me notifications. But I'm assuming it was you that did it. I don't know.
And here we go.
It's time to play the game.
It is time to play the game. That's right. Well said, well said.
Time to play the game.
All right. Man, it really comes down to who jumps who first, because the execution with the global silence, I don't see many of these Dire heroes really getting out of it. If they can burst them down really quickly, then most of the fight is won by Radiant, right? You get the Spirit Breaker to jump in, Slardar will have a Blink Dagger, Ursa will most likely also have one, or if Lena's nearby, she could equally so just get off a Laguna Blade. But if they can't burst these people and the fight goes on a little bit longer, then Dire can absolutely kind of reposition and kite and take the upper hand. So I guess, like, conclusive-wise, I think it's a pretty 50-50 draft. It all depends on how well each of the laning stages go and how, you know, at what time are people going to get BKBs, at what time are people going to get Dispels.
Dire's courier didn't make it.
Courier kill, ooh. Pretty rough. I don't know if the courier already made it to the Spectre or not. No, I don't think it did. Bit of resources, unfortunately, getting lost there. Now, this lane should go, certainly, I think, favorable for Radiant. Now, they've got a bit more tools here on Dire. They've got some, like, spell damage, right? Which can be really, really obnoxious. Which, I mean, on that Moon's got to be careful, though. No way. Well, I just cursed it. Never mind. I was gonna say it should go in favor of them as long as they keep the Ursa like healthy and he doesn't go solo. But that's what happens. I mean, the Fury swipes are very annoying, but I mean, if you've got this much magical damage, it's quite pesky here. And Anarchist is a silencer who can't really get like reset a fight or anything. He's just gonna try to poke and prod. This Ursa in lane. I think this is one of those lanes where you keep this one open, right? If I'm on Radiant, I keep this one open and you play aggressively with your Ursa. Because if Ursa gets left alone for a bit too long, yeah, this spell damage is a lot. He does have a stick now. Should help out a little bit. Meanwhile, top. 2 melee, I mean, Wahlberg should have a pretty fun time here. The cogs are very useful against these two heroes. They don't really have spells that can kind of pull waves or do anything like that. Yeah, double subs, that's right. Benza 4 stuff got 2 subs. And both subs being supports as well, which I don't know if that really makes much of a difference, but you know, that's that's one whole leveling or one whole aspect of your team just gone, right? I think it's pretty important. So as long as Wahlberg kind of sits forward and gets all these cogs off, Wacko should have a fun time. Cat, you know, the Slardar is naturally pretty good against any other melee core, and should kind of annoy both of these heroes still, but again, I think the power cogs are very, very useful. But the long cooldown on it makes it so they can just force Wahlberg to use it and then just keep going after, right? Yeah, I mean, they're going to force him to use it now. This is what I mean. So the cogs have been used, and now ideally for a good, you know, few moments, they can just smack at this clockwork if they want to. We'll see what this, what Reaver does as this pos for Spirit Breaker in regards to the different lanes. I think it'd be really important to try to gank this mid lane here, get some kills for your Lena. They lose the off lane here. Anarchist seems to have gotten the last hit there. Those pesky cogs are very annoying. Kind of bullying Wahlberg a bit. Oh, Lena, Viper, having a look at this last hits. It's pretty even. Viper with a decent amount of denies here, actually. And oh, we lose Anarchist down bottom. Yeah, this spell damage is heaps, man. It's really rough. And the cool thing is they can, like, they can commit and dive a little bit, and with, you know, levels in the Anchor Smash, 30% damage reduction, even against Fury Swipes, it's pretty good, right? Not too bad. Gonna reduce that, that level of punishment that Moon can give to them, right? Spectre's last hits, ouch. Yeah, it is a little bit ouchy right now. I was thinking that maybe, it'd go a little bit more even, to be honest, with Wahlberg maybe being a bit more aggressive. But I mean, if he's holding onto the cogs defensively, that's fine, I guess. But these heroes, they don't have long. I mean, you know, you've got Bash of the Deep. Reaver can just charge in. So once these cogs are off cooldown, they can just harass as much as they want. And again, we lose Anarchist. Moon gets a few, a lot of Fury Swipes onto this Tidehunter here, but Thrift manages to survive through it. I was kind of umming and ahhing. I thought that maybe the Pulse 5 clock would be able to go toe-to-toe with these two guys and kind of cause a bit of mayhem, but yeah, upon reflection with the cooldown, it's a little bit awkward because, look, he uses these cogs, and now this is a bit of damage, but now Cat and Reaver can just play however they want. I guess I'm just going to miss every kill in this bottom lane. I should just keep watching it. Yeah, Viper with a lot of denies for sure. 6-minute runes, nobody really rotates in. So Viper a few levels ahead, courtesy of those denies. Playing really well Walrus here, but Invis rune... Okay, no, he'll just heal up with it. Wahlberg thinking about going for this 7-minute. The gang comes in. Cat Wahlberg. He's got the cogs. However, I mean, the charge is going to get disrupted by the cog here, and he's probably going to die for this. Unfortunately, Wahlberg. Blood grenade thrown. Slithering Crush is nearby. Level 3 as well. This is going to... Oh no, he didn't do it. Not close enough, but... Oh, he traps him inside. The use of the Wacko saving Wahlberg there with that Lotus. And I'm just not gonna watch anything happening down here, apparently. I'm gonna miss everything that goes on. 41 here to 18. Okay, Radiant have clearly won most of their lanes in the last hit department. The mid lane being the only difference, but I mean, that difference just got broken open as the Spirit Breaker, with a really nice rotation just before the 8-minute rune, so J-Bud will get a full bottle charge and a bit of pressure on this tower here. It is a haste rune as well. It's really nice. I was saying the way that Dire wins this game is if this Spectre kind of keeps farming. They play a little bit patiently, and they can just get him a few hits, and he gets really big. And then they utilize their spells. Their ultis are really good, piercing through BKB and whatnot. Wacko. In trouble, Wahlberg, with level 3 in the cogs, but I mean, that's a lot of damage, and he just smacks him down on Cat. Really unfortunate there. And again, we lose Anarchist down bottom. I mean, at least they're kind of opening up things down here. Walrus is currently here. We do have Lena in the tree lines. I don't think they know that they're there. The Ravage is ready too. They use the break, but I mean, here comes J-Bud. Turns around onto Walrus, and Walrus does go down. Can he TP out in time? No, he can't. Moonsilver dies as well. So, the trade-off there. But Thrift coming in still has the Ravage. He's going to run into Reaver. Reaver does see him as well. And they're going to go into Wacko yet again, Wahlberg. No cogs this time. Doesn't have the mana for it either. And the double stun from Cat. And no, Wacko is going to die again. The physical right click is way too much. So we do have a Ravage if he wants to use it defensively. He will. It will land on 2. But with a lack of damage, both of these heroes should be able to move out of this dangerous situation. In fact, Wahlberg, he gets gone on again. And he's probably going to go down. Courtesy of Anarchist. He's came in through that portal. Walrus TP's in. Thrift pretty strong. As the mid laner joins, they're body blocking a little bit. Can they get anything here? The ulti onto Anarchist, he should melt. He'll go down. But I mean, it's not a good start. This Spectre 0-2 now. As this top lane is kind of blown out. And the physical, I guess the aggression and the physical damage is way too much for this Spectre to handle right now. It doesn't seem like anybody's going for a Radiance this game, which I did say that most heroes on Dire aren't Radiance builders, but I think the value of Radiance is so big this game, so big. Actually, there we go. We've got it queued up on the Tidehunter. Which means, you know, there'll be a bit of delay on the Blink Dagger if he wants to go Blink Dagger, but they have some good counter initiation as well as initiation. Once these supports both get level 6. We'll have Steppy. Actually, Vengeful Spirit has her level 6 now. Ooh, mid lane, Viper, Walrus. Gonna turn around and fight a little bit, but J-Bud on a killing spree. Reaver doing a really good job on this Spirit Breaker. 0, 0, and 5. 5 assists. He's been making some plays here. And, oh, looks like Anarchist, they've seen the stacks here. I don't know if they can really contest it. Anarchist, stunned up once. It's told to go away. There's the swap. Minus armor and a bit of slow, and he should go down. A nice anchor smash from Thrift. A good amount of stacks here for this Tidehunter. Top Wacko again. I mean, he can't lane here. It's just too much. The cogs are not proven to be repelling most of this aggression here. He needs to just swap lane or go somewhere else. Have a look at this net worth now. With all 3 of Radiant's cores at the top. Now I wonder, with this deep ward that Anarchist put down, are they going to try to contest some of this this farm here? They'll have Wacko nearby so we can get level 6. Okay, they'll de-ward that. As all of Dire, most of Dire, Radiant will scan it out, but most of the stack should go down. However, it looks like Radiant are going to linger nearby, but Anarchist unfortunately runs right into a ward, and the Global Suns comes out, but damage is already done. He's going to die. There's a swap available on Steppy, but there's a double damage on J-Bud. The stun coming in from Cat as well. Wacko, he gets killed in about 3 hits, as 3 heroes are dead. Dire, and now Moon's even going to jump in. Walrus, he's in trouble. Warburg, they can't even kill Cat, and it's almost a full team. It is a team wipe. They only lose the Silencer, but man.
The Dire best do something about that.
Do we not? I don't think we had a Ravage, or I'm not sure what happened, but that was rough.
Guess what's happening?
And it was looking pretty okay for Dire, because they, I mean, Anarchist jumped forward, like moved forward, got killed very quick, and the Global Silence was kind of lackluster, to be honest. He kind of had to press it there, though.
Towers getting the business.
But they still managed.
Dire structures looking fortified.
And I mean, yeah, I guess they are really punishing this Spectre pick. Ravage doesn't quite land, but it doesn't really matter. J-Bud goes down anyway. As it's a bit of a slower draft here from this Dire squad. I think they were hoping that maybe this this Viper would kind of be the one making a lot of these plays. And with the ulti down, they're going to run onto him. There's a swap defensively. Moon, ulti, he has to pop it himself. As Walrus spits on him a few times. Cat, pretty good time with the Blink Dagger, but can't save him this time. And Spectre comes in for a bit of XP. There we go. They throw a lot of heroes at it, but they get him.
Radiant's bottom towers seen better days.
4k net worth, 14 minutes. Those XP shrines are going to spawn very soon.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
How's he going with this?
Top tower.
They're still miles away from this Radiance. They're going to need to stack a few more.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
Dire,
Dire might want to mine their top tower.
you need to pressure this bottom tower, and it should go down. It's only on a slither of HP, so there we go.
Radiant's bottom towers
The first tower for Dire to take will be this bottom one.
difficulties.
And they've continued to commit so much vision here from Anarchist onto this
Dire's top
triangle. Luckily, he's got a bit of a deeper one here, so they can't quite see. Can't quite see it on Naya, but stack. Well, I'm not sure if they got it.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Yeah, they desperately need this Radiance on this this Tidehunter here. Top lane, meanwhile, the top tower, sorry, does get taken out. This Lina, really early Maelstrom, is able to just keep up. Top of the net worth. It's a really good Lina pick too. I mean, Viper, it looks like a solid pick against these two melee cores, but I mean, in the mid lane, this Lina has kind of come out pretty dominantly. And a lot of that is courtesy of Reaver and these early rotation that happened before. Global ready. Blink ready. Are Dire available to try to defend here? They've got a nice deep ward. And it looks like a charge is going to happen. Who's he going to be on? Steppy. Steppy unable to react in time. And that's stun 1, stun 2, and you're dead. It's a very swift end to this Venge.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
Now, Dire, I mean, they just have to try. I don't think they can fight Radiant right now. They need to try to get these pickoffs. Warburg managed, I think, ultied in on Moon, but I don't think even with Thrift there, I don't think they could have killed him. Global Silence was used, and now Wacko's in a bit of trouble. Can ulti out if he wants to, but he's going to ulti into a bunch of other heroes. Here's Walrus to back him up. Cat, blink, stun, onto Walrus. Forced to turn around and ulti him. Spectre. Here comes J-Bud. And Walrus, nice use of the Ravage here, but is it enough to keep them alive in this fight as Moon? He's getting a lot of hits onto Walrus. Walrus on a tiny bit of HP. One more hit should do it. Here comes Moon. Moon takes him out. Steppy is next. He'll go down too. And they're just not able to crack any of these Radiant heroes, man. They're getting so low. Even with a nice Ravage to reset the fight, it's just really tricky. And they're not done yet. Reaver feeling pretty good. Finds Warburg. I mean, the cogs throw him in there a little bit. Ulti throws through. Thrift wanting to help, but what can you do? And they are absolutely taking advantage of this early, you know, positive start that they've got here. Thrift notices that Anarchist is a lone cat. Can jump in and just kill him, though. Uh-oh. Blink Dagger's available. Doesn't have the mana. Yes, he does. But a bit hesitant. Reaver's charging in yet again. Swap is available. Walrus is nearby as well. But, oh, look at that. They just delete him. Walrus gonna try to ulti onto Moon, but Moon, he's thrown his own ult out, so he's not gonna die at all from this. The Enrage helping him out. Actually, Wacko, though, one hit. This is really good for this Spectre if he can kill him. One more hit. No! On like 40 HP, he lives! And they only lose the Silencer. Wacko, he's got to get something, surely. Reaver, the POS 4, level 12 compared to the carry on level 9, and our cat comes in. Stun, 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 dead. Man, and they're just getting baited into these fights that are just... I mean, because of the net worth and because of the outcome of the laning stage, they're just not prepared for... They're not prepared to fight yet. They need to split it up. They need to really try to split up this Radiant team and then smoke with one person in the Clockwork. Hopefully, you know, it doesn't even have to be the Spectre, because Spectre can ulti in. The goal is for Clockwork and one hero, potentially or preferably Walrus. You know, Clock will ulti in, Walrus will get the ulti as well, and then Spectre finishes that person off. But in order to do that, it's really hard to try to get the other team to move around, since they're, you know, playing so tightly together. You got to try to pressure these towers and force some sort of movement. They do have the heroes that can do it, you know, they can burst a few waves. But it looks like Radiant, they're just playing a little bit too fast here for Dire. And again, Reaver. Oh no, the Clockwork ulti went to go in. There's a swap there defensively, and that Barry's still going to go down. The Global Silence. They lose Reaver too, but you've already got what you wanted. And try to get Anarchist here. He's got a Glimmer. 1 and 15. Reaver is playing crazy on this guy. And speaking of crazy, 10 and 1 on the Lena here.
Coin for me.
Bonus movement speed as well for him. Excellent. Okay, so I kind of understand this a little bit. It doesn't look like the game's going in their favor to the point they're going to be able to farm much longer. So Blink Dagger on Tide in hopes that maybe Radiant get a little bit overzealous and can get themselves in a really sticky situation, so then they can charge, or they can blink Ravage as a counter. But Thrift has got to be careful. He doesn't have his blink yet. And, I mean, the Ravage is okay. It hits 2 people. Moon, pretty low. Actually, no ulti on him, so he will die. J-Bud, right-clicking away. Wahlberg holds on to Cat for a little bit. Nice dodge of some of that stun there from J-Bud. Thrift. There's a Shadow Blade as well onto Reaver, so he'll get out of harm's way. No dust on anyone from Dire. Uh-oh, Wacko, he joins in and Reaver just beats the shit out of him. Reaver says, you dare come to this fight, okay, and he gets a few bashes, and there goes the carry again. It's 1-6, and Dire, they got to get the pedal out. Oh, nice use of the neutral item from Cat, but uh-oh. Your friends can't do the same thing, so unfortunately Cat will die. Reaver. Invis wants to get one more hit onto Thrift here, but I mean, he's got a shield from that Solar Crest. And, I mean, this recap, ultimately, I mean, you do lose the Spectre as well, but the Spectre's net worth is that low that it almost doesn't quite matter. The big issue here was the mid laner and the Ursa going down, actually. So it's still a lot of gold for Dire. A lot of gold for this Fallen team. And that was pre-Blink Dagger. I think maybe Tide thought he had Blink Dagger, I'm not sure. But hey, he's got it now. A really pretty rough game for Spectre. Got dust on any other heroes? Hopefully they get some soon. They got someone's Venge. So Tide, Blink, still going for the Radiance, which I think is absolutely essential here. He's got a decent chunk of gold, so he can just farm that up a bit. Oh, J-Bud. Boots of Travel's really speedy. Uh-oh, and then Cat actually finds Seppi. Stun, but a nice dodge there. And Reaver coming in. Shadow Blade, a lot of movement speed on this hero. Double stun coming out from J-Bud. Finds Walrus as well as Wahlberg. And there is the global silence to stop Tide, but Tide didn't actually have Ravage. So, luckily for Dire, they do kind of bait out, maybe not intentionally, but there's that global. But, Steppy, very quickly taken out. Walrus as well. And Wahlberg trying to help out. Moon, meanwhile, in the backlines, getting onto Thrift. Thrift doesn't have Ravage, and even if he does get it off in time, it's not going to be worth using. And they're just picking and pulling them all apart here. A lot of different pockets of pressure here that all of these Radiant heroes can do. This is a really good showing here from fans of 4-star. Yeah, they're doing really well. 17k net worth, 24 minutes almost. And the net worth difference is just so big. Early BKBs as well. And I like this from Ursa. Ursa's not going to need to get a BKB because he can just get Ags, which is just pretty much better than the BKB right now. Lowers down the cooldown by a mile. And it gives you more stats than BKB does, really. Like, amongst all stats, that is. Roche number 1, 24 minutes. We'll go to Moon. Evans Halbert actually on the clockwork.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Man, I mean, Dire just having to turtle in a little bit here.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Meanwhile, Radiant waiting for anyone to poke their nose out of that base. And this is all pre... I mean, Slardar doesn't even have BKB, and it's not even going for a BKB.
Dire's bottom tower got blown.
This doesn't need to. I mean, the net worth difference is so large. You can just blink in and stun, and the rest of the team will kill whoever that is. Doesn't matter. The global silence also to back them up. Really strong. This is what I mean, okay? They've got a TP out from the Lina, so it's moments like this that Dire need to take advantage of and try to find something. You know, Lina with the boots of travel, that's a reduced cooldown on that TP. Alright, can they get anything here? And the rest of Radiant are playing around. Spectre's got to be careful. No TP as well.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower. Dire's lost the top tower.
So all of the tier 2s are gone now. The only thing next is the tier 3s and these racks. $23k net worth, man. That's a huge net worth before half an hour into a game. And I think just, yeah, the laning stage. I mean, I didn't mind Dire's draft, but I guess this top lane just really blew up, and there was a bit too many times that Spectre went back to it. I think it maybe should have swapped it up a bit earlier or done something, but as a result, they've just really snowballed on Radiant. Depending on hacks. Hilarious. Hilarious, boys. I mean, is there a chance, guys? What do we think? What do you think the percentages that Gaben's giving us right now? Have a look. Does it give us a percentage still? 89%. Whoa, that's a pretty big percentage. Someone disconnect? What's happening? Getting bash scripts. Man, I don't know. I mean, there's no room for these guys to actually kind of make space here now. They've had a few smokes for a while, but it's just been so hard with not much information on the map. They couldn't really utilize them, but sometimes you need to make those sorts of risks, right? All right. I don't know if this is a meme or not. Wait, what? Reaver's a parent? You know, Reaver would be a great dad. All right, back to it. Back to it. And also, I mean, I said it before, but this is two stand-ins, man. This is pretty decent showing from these guys to jump into this team like this. I mean, Reaver's played really well, but equally so Anarchist with some really nice global silences and some really good aggressive like wards here. Although some of them did get dewarded like a little bit quick, but just the pressure on this was really big because not only were their cores pressuring north and this throughout the map, he's just A ward itself is pressure enough, right? For them to see what's going on. Armlet on Walrus. Hello? New meta? I've never seen this or heard of this before. Is that what people do? Yes, a bit of survivability. Interesting. I mean, desperate times, desperate measures. I mean, they are quite a fair way up in that net worth, and they're knocking on your front door now. I think it might be Dagon time. 5 Dagons, delete 1 hero. See if that start the fight that way. Now, Aegis still got, only got a minute 20 left, so they'll want to do something. And, I mean, something they will do as they go into Thrift, though. Thrift, a pretty strong hero. Wahlberg does trap Ursa in, but he just gets right-clicked down so quick. And, I mean, Global Silence bash onto 1. Walrus will also go down. It's a double kill for J-Bud with a double damage. The Ravage is available. He has to use it defensively. It gives an opportunity for Wacko to come in, but Wacko gets instantly stunned and punished. You take out the pos 5, but it costs you your own life, and your whole team's gone now. As, I mean, I think you might need to call it and just reset, ready for game 2 at this point. Really rough. The team falling here. And the problem is, I mean, I understand maybe picking up a Heaven's Halberd against melee calls, but I mean, Ursa, if you saw it, I'm not sure, but he got Heavens, but all he does is just press his ult, or even he can even do a front flip now with his Aghanim Shard, and that duration of the disarm is like nothing. It's like the whatever amount of gold you spent it on. Let's see, how much is this item? Is it 3k? It used to be. Okay, no, it's cheaper. 2,600 for a support is still a decent chunk of money. And that money and the worth of it is just nullified by one button that he presses, right? Now, granted, still good against Lina, still good against Slardar. But, yeah, that's why I haven't really seen this item too often. I think I see people, instead of picking this, I see people pick up, like, Yule's Scepter instead, because it kind of does the same thing. And you can dispel yourself, and you can, like, set up. There's a bit more usage to it, right? But equally so, he can ulti whilst used, I believe, so. Yeah, the Space Cow did a lot this game, for sure. A lot of props to Reaver for opening up some space. And, I mean, speaking of which, look at him. Pos 4 runs right into the base, doesn't matter. Swap's available, and, I mean, it makes the enemy team... Okay, they do kill him. But they use a few ultis for it. I've taken one set of racks. Cat jumps up forward. Steppy stun back. And okay, here comes Moon as well. Disarmed for a brief period of time. The cogs holding Moon on a little bit. He's going to find a new target though, and he runs towards the robot as Wahlberg goes down. Minus armor on Walrus. All they have to do is wait for their blink daggers to come off, and they can jump back in again. As the mid racks are now going to start crumbling down. J-Bud knows the objective of the game. And uh-oh, Tide has an ulti, and he might have to use it, and he does, but the enrage, and it's only for a short duration, and I mean, they're just feeding them more now.
Ain't looking good for the Dyer's
34k, just under 30, or just over, sorry, 31 minutes. As game 1, GG gets caught by Wacko. I didn't mind their draft. I think it was a little, you know, they had to wait a little bit longer for Spectre to come online, right? That's natural. But as a result, I think Radiant, they just knew, all right, let's go. And they communicated and they executed it really well. They knew they got blink daggers on the Slardar. As soon as the blink on the Slardar came, they just ran as like 3 or 4 heroes, and they could just kind of kill anyone, right? And I think also this mid lane Lina pick kind of took Team Fallen by surprise. I think they weren't quite expecting, not necessarily like a full counter pick, but yeah, J-Bud did really well in this mid lane. The early rotations helped though, right? Walrus is doing good, and then like Reaver just came in and just, there was that one, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 kills, but that mid lane just like opened up from there. Yeah. And quick Dota is good Dota. There we go. 31 minutes. 39 to 19 as fans of Four Staff take that first game. I'm going to go to intermission for a second. I'm just going to get some water. And we'll have game 2 very soon. Classic turbo game. That's right. Let me change the titles here because it's not the right teams, I don't think. Uno Momento. Fallen. And then fans of Four Staff. Yeah, so the next game is probably gonna happen very soon. They usually are pretty swift about this, so I will be right back. I'm just gonna put some music on. And game 2 coming up very quickly between Fans of Four Staff and Team Fallen. Really good showing from Fans of Four Staff, especially with 2 stand-ins that are 2 support stand-ins. So yeah, we'll be right back. Alrighty, game two, game two. Let's go. Straight into it, straight into it. As we've got our first two picks already. Now, it looks like they are going to swap sides. So Team Fallen will be on the Radiant, and Fans of Force will take the Dire this time. And what a brave first pick as well. Being this lone druid hero, which, I mean, they must have a lone druid specialist or enjoyer. I mean, I'd call this pretty cocky though, because I think most people at this MMR know kind of how to deal with this hero. You know, you pick those kind of those spells, those those AOE spells that can kind of link up to one another. I mean, the Witch Doctor's a pretty cool example of that with the cask. They'll throw out a Jakira as well. But hey, they must feel pretty good about it. I just don't know where they're going to throw it, in the mid lane or the safe lane. Yeah, about to have a lot of fun. Vengeful Spirit picked up again here. Well, Team Fallen. Yeah, I don't think the Venge was really an issue in that last draft at all. I think just the way that, to be honest, I don't think a lot of the picks were too bad. Spectre, again, I said Spectre was a little bit, you know, there's a few people that kind of been picking it a little bit more often. And I kind of understood what they were trying to do. I simply think that Fans of Force staff knew what they had to do as well. So they just kind of rolled them really quickly, right? A very swift end. The aggression was too much. They couldn't really split them. Okay, so meanwhile, yeah, Witch Doctor, Vengeful Spirit, there's that swap defensively or offensively if you find the Druid in a pretty awkward position themselves. Now, you're not too sure where this lone druid is going to be, but they seem to have picked two supports that do pretty okay against him, right? Can at least throw out a stun and kind of hold things off a little bit.
Dire's pick.
Wraith King.
Wraith King. Okay.
Dire's pick.
And they will actually grab the Clockwork themselves. Most likely going to be Reaver's hero there. And Pugna, okay. We'll go back to the Viper for the mid lane. This is some pretty swift picks here. Man, this is a really good Pugna pick, man. Really good Pugna pick.
Seconds to go.
They have to make sure that they can cancel out this Pugna. Otherwise, he's just going to keep most people alive. I just wonder who's Cat going to play. Is this going to be an offlane Pugna, or is he going to go for this Clockwork offlane, possibly? They could, I mean, it could be, it could actually be J-Bud going mid with a Pugna, which would be interesting.
Dire's ban.
But yeah, this Pugna hero, the only stuns that they have are on these, well, they do have one on the Wraith King as well, but I think Pugna's going to have a pretty fun time here.
Seconds to go. 10 seconds.
Because they're gonna have to commit a decent amount to killing this Pugna, and I believe that's gonna give a lot of these other heroes on Dire some pretty free reign to set up some really good spells. You know, the Clockwork Jakira combo is something I didn't even mention as well. It's really fun. You know, you get the cogs, you get the Macropyre out as well, which is a very dangerous thing to have. All right, so it is an offlane Pugna. Well, the good thing about it being an offlane Pugna is I believe that Team Fallen are going to go for the Wraith King offlane themselves, so they do have this final pick here up against the Pugna, if it is the...
Dire's pick.
Rude, okay. It's kind of good. Kinda? Now it's not so good.
Time to pick some of these folks.
Yeah, I don't know. They've got some... They already had some AoE, right? Against these spiders. And can't the spiders go in the cogs without being like... It is a Jakiro 3. Okay, does that change things? A little bit. Huh. It's a 4... Pugna, a 5... Walkwork. Okay, so... it is a lot of magical damage from Fans of 4 stuff, right? The only right click they have is on this bear. The rest of it is magical damage. Now, there's not really a there's not necessarily a pipe builder, but if there's any game to, God forbid, have a pipe and kind of group up pretty early, I think this Radiant team can do that here. I think this is actually not so awful. Did they change players on somebody? Did Wahoo change his name? Who was Wahoo before?
Get ready.
I'm quite cheerful.
Did they... What's happened? Thrift? Thrift out?
I'm not
Wahoo in?
come to my best.
Guys, guys.
Thrift out, Wahoo in, apparently. Right? Okay, so I've swapped out their offlaner. I think he couldn't have made it for the first game. Okay, Walrus is going to be mid still, and it is a safe lane brood. So you know you're up against...
30 seconds.
I mean, maybe they didn't know they're up against Jakiro offlane. I don't think this brood is going to have a fun time at all in this bottom lane, right? This is not good. Surely they might have to throw someone else there. I mean, it's not that much better to go up against J-Bud mid, but I think if you put this brood, I'm not too knowledged on this brood pick, on this brood hero and how well it is, but in the safe lane up against a Jakiro, I mean, Anarchist as well, could just get levels into Rocket Flare. It's a lot that can smack around with this spider.
On one side.
Granted, obviously, we all know that spider spawnings come at level 6 now, so doesn't really necessarily affect the first few moments of the game, but no, does the spider run through the cogs? No, I think the cogs just trap the spider. This is,
I'm not running. Come to my best.
Well, we'll see what happens here. As Jakiro... And meanwhile, we'll have Walrus up against J-Bud. I believe this should go in Walrus's favor. Be able to just get levels. If he stacks up the Nether Toxin, actually, you don't level Poison Attack at all. Just level up Nether Toxin, level up Corrosive Skin, and you should be okay. Right? Yeah, the offlaner couldn't make it this game, so I swapped in. Oh, okay. So Thrift, you're now bear witnessing. Now Thrift, granted, pretty tricky game last game for you, but I think you did pretty well on this Tidehunter, right? So give yourself a bit of credit. It was a pretty difficult game. Some moments we had to, you had some really good defensive ultis there, but unfortunately, I think the net worth was just too big for the enemy team there, and they weren't too affected by it. So, hey, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having a great night, right? And we'll see how the boys do this time, huh? So like I said, I've not seen this matchup. I don't see how this spider comes out on top here. Because look at this, right? You can heal up a little bit, but man, look at this. He's just going to right-click him down. First blood. I mean, Anarchist takes a decent amount of damage himself, but... no, this is very rough stuff. Very rough stuff here. Okay. Meanwhile, up top, you do have Vengeful Spirit and Wraith King. But even so, I mean, the Pugna can step out of position a little bit and get a lot of stuns on them. But, I mean, once you get levels in the Decrepify, you're not going to get killed in this lane. I don't see... The only lane I see going well for Radiant is this mid one, and it's actually not going too terrifically. As it looks like they lost their Witch Doctor as well. Now, okay, so this might be completely wrong, right? But I do play support, right? It's my main role. If I had to play this lane, right? If I'm the Witch Doctor, I'd be like, you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna get we're not going to really be aggressive. I'd get 1 level in Cask, and then just level up your heal and your Maledict. Because I think the one thing that you can do is the healing goes up, when it goes to level 3, it's pretty good, but I believe that they might not expect, like, the heal. I am correct, sir. I think a lot of people don't expect a Witch Doctor to level up heal, right? Because it's probably the worst spell the Witch Doctor has. It's not that great, but in the laning stage, at the very early moments, these sorts of niche little, like, levelings actually do matter. And I think you're not getting out of this. You're not walking out of this, right? You're going to get cogs, you're going to get slowed down. You might as well commit to the heal and the Maledict, and at least trade a kill as well. I think that's what you do. And then with the you know, the hunger too, I think it's pretty good. I don't know if this is going to be on Steppy's mind right now. Because, look, Wacko can't even get close. You're not even pulling here. Like, you're keeping this lane open. You just sit with him. A Clockwork is often a very... the one thing that you can take advantage of is Clockwork and Jakiro. Thinking about it, these two heroes, they're kind of an aggressive... they're an aggressive duo of heroes, and they're going to want to try to kill things, right? So you can take advantage of that, and just have levels in the heal, and just kind of hope that if they go on you, you've got enough to kind of withstand it, right? I think that's what you do. I mean, I'd be curious to see how that would go, right? Theoretically. I was happy with the ults, but Spectre got shut down. So, yeah, Spectre did get shut down. I think that Wacko joined that lane a bit too many times after dying. I think it was like, oh, okay, this is going to keep happening. Heads up. Okay, heads up. And, I mean, look, I mean, the aggression, but then you have to run away from it. Okay, manages to sweep through these cogs a little bit. Cat taking a bit of damage from the Maledicts, though. Won't finish him off. But imagine now, I mean, obviously he's level 3. Imagine now just a level in the heal. You just stay there and keep hitting. You would, this Wacko wouldn't even have to run. It'd actually just heal up through everything, I believe. But anyway, I'm not playing. Who cares? Right, I'm here to cast. Shut up, Deluxe. Mid lane, 20 to 19. Okay, Walrus again with some really good denies here. Pretty similar kind of, similar vibe to the first game between these two boys. Top lane, kind of getting a bit out-bullied here in the off-lane department. I think it's a little bit tricky for this Wraith King.
Somebody iced the Dyer's courier.
But Wahlberg doing his best to kind of make some sort of plays here, killing couriers. I think what you're going to do is maybe kills couriers, stack up a little bit for your Viper potentially. Oh dear, who's low? Why is he low? A spider. They're going to throw Wahlberg down here. Interesting ward. I think that's meant to be the other way around. But look, it's going to spot anyone who goes in there. Very smart, actually. Minus armor. And, uh-oh. Not quite the game plan that they wanted. Unfortunately, Wahlberg going to go down to this. And it's a nasty combo, man. Cogs into all of the spittingness from Jakiro. Pretty rough. Meanwhile, Walrus did rotate top. I don't think they killed anyone, though. Right? That didn't result in much. As they've got a siege creep here. This is a really... I'm not too sure what the comms are going to be here on this Radiant squad and how they fix things up. It's not too bad right now. I'm just like foretelling and foreseeing a little bit of a struggle streak coming up with them.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
We got the 7-minute XP as Anarchist will set up for his one up in that bottom area. And actually Dyer, Reaver being a little bit sneaky, he might be able to grab this one. And that's even more of a lead here for Dyer, especially these, you know, these level 6 ultis on the cores, more so Anarchist. If he gets level 6 very early, it's going to be really nice. And they're going to turn up the gas a little bit here. Too little too late as Steppy. No. Fallen did not win game 1. Also, fans of 4-star won game 1. And it's looking like a pretty decent start to their laning stage, at least for this second one. Okay, Maledict, stun 1, stun 2, right click as well, Reaver. He should go down. And there we go, nice cheeky kill, a much needed one there. So a bit of net worth coming their way. Meanwhile, Wahlberg, stun onto Clockwork, Anarchist has the Balcogs and traps 2 heroes in. Unfortunately, Wacko also now under fire there. Has to turn around and start to right click. But this core spider goes down very quickly. Walrus comes in and manages to take out Cat. Maybe, actually not. Cat lives through it. 0-2 on the spider. And they didn't even get a return kill. That is rough. Double damage on J-Bud. He's having a pretty fun time in this mid lane. Now they've thrown Wacko mid, but I mean, you gotta be careful. You're up against a double damage Necro that will probably take you out to half HP in a split second. So, when you chat to Wacko, tell him, fuck you, I lost the bet. Are you guys betting? People can bet on these games? Link me that website. I mean, no, don't. We don't support that, right? I was going to say, I was talking about Struggle Street, and I think this is probably the time that it's going to start now. As we're just going to soon go past the laning stage. Wahoo. Getting pressured. I mean, this is a level... Oh my god, he's already got a Diffusal Blade. First item Diffusal Blade on this bear. Gonna be very annoying for this Wraith King as well, without Shard. And, okay, Walrus, it looks like they took out the Jakiro, but they lose Walrus as a result. Steppy. Gotta be careful not to poke too close. You do have J-Bud there as well.
Them dire buildings are tough as nails for now.
Wacko now trying to cut the creep wave and dish out some pressure in this mid lane. Now with the level 6, so those spiderlings are there, but it's got to be careful. I mean, there's another TP coming in. Those spiderlings, I mean, even if they don't kill Wacko here, look at these spiders. They're just going to melt down. A lot of gold going to Cat. Look at that. And he's down to just a slither of HP. Has to reset himself. Meanwhile, top lane, a bit of aggression going on here. The Roar onto a few heroes as Moon ulted down. He transforms, but not quick enough as they get a kill onto this carry. And it's a much needed kill for sure. Little glimpses of hope here. As we'll see who got that kill. It is the support again. Uh-oh. Looks like a scythe comes down onto the Witch Doctor.
Bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Radiant's gone and fortified their structures.
Let's have a look at the net worth. That's right. Let's have a look.
Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
They're Viper number 3, but Jakira at the top, actually. Followed by J-Bud on this Necro. And now they're going to pressure this tower. They have got Moon to come back, and they could probably kill... Okay, they do deny it. I was going to say, they probably could kill this guy again if no TPs come in. But they're a little bit uncertain about it. Or maybe wanting to make a play somewhere else. I mean, no level 6 still on this Vengeance. I mean, they took those really early XP shrines, so... Both, I mean, Witch Doctor does have level 6 now, but... One of the good initiations and defensive items is this ulti on the Venge. 3k net worth, 3 to 7.
Coin for me.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's
This J-Bud just posturing himself in this south side. Really bullying out Wacko here. An Anarchist is nearby too. This spider is going to have its home. Its webs are going to be trampled on, but I don't think it wants to come to the dinner bell as it's not strong enough. And Anarchist in such a nice spot here. I think they see him though. They might have spotted something. Steppy. We get a D-Ward. Anarchist thinking about it. A little bit too deep into enemy territory there. I think they're kind of waiting for someone to go into Walrus and maybe to counterplay there. Invis, Wahoo. both teams kind of playing a bit of cat and mouse here, just waiting for somebody to make the first move.
Pretty sight right now.
Ideally, this is better for Dire, because Radiant, they're wasting a little bit of time. I mean, this offlane Wraith King just had a minute, or a full duration of this invis rune, and nothing really coming out of it.
Thank you. Coming in.
Anarchist does scout out the tree lines here. Walrus still playing very far forward. Does have this Eternal Shroud. Bit of magic resistance and strength for him.
Just what the doctor ordered.
But I think even with this item, possibly the ulti from Cat, as well as being held down by the Kongs, it should be enough to kill this. But makes the first move actually onto Cat. Cat makes it to the tree lines though. So the ult's down on the Viper. It's a low cooldown. As it looks like they might be looking for a different target here. Reaper Scythe available. Hookshot also available, but Radiant, they seem to be having a bit of breathing room here. I think Dire, they're really trying to line up something good.
Dire's mid tower is having technical difficulties.
These spiders just die so quick.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
This bottom tower going to get poked and prodded at and slowly chipped away because of this Nether Blast and the quick clearing of the waves here. Well, they should not ignore this on Radiant.
Bottom tower.
Maybe they can get some sort of return, at least pressuring this mid tower. Swap aggressively, and okay, that's a kill on a Cat for sure. Mass TP's coming in though, Reaver. Warburg does get out of there. The J-Bud though has an ulti, and Walrus is getting quite low. Right-clicked by the tower, can get a Reaper Scythe off, possibly. J-Bud holding on to it. There we go, last minute, and that's a dead Viper. As they don't even take the tower. I mean, they get the Jakiro, sure, but it's another Scythe kill for this Necro. Or a Scythe kill, the first one, it seems.
Mid tower's coming apart.
The first stack. And they'll lose the tower themselves.
Radiant's mid tower's getting the what for.
4K net worth ahead. Oh, Reaper, no! Oh, God! He's okay. He forgot about that, that key aspect of Roshan. Gets tossed by Roche. Now, obviously, you know, they need a bit of time to farm up, but you got to make some space with possibly some smoke plays or something. I don't see any, you know, both teams haven't really used their smokes lately. I think Dire are still, you know, pretty happy because of, you know, physically their positioning right now. They don't necessarily need to smoke because they're just kind of shoving waves and pushing towers. It's up to Radiant to kind of make some sort of play like that. I mean, look at these tower hitters, not to forget the Liquid Fire, the Nether Blast, and that tower's gone in an instant. Oh, Wacko gets scouted out. Oh, he's going to keep farming there? No, he manages to run away. Now, Moon's just been left alone as well. This bear, let's see what the bear has. Almost going to get a Maelstrom. Already got the defusal. Okay, there we go. Smoke. Possibly the first smoke, I think, utilized this game, maybe. I might be wrong, but I haven't seen one in a while. They'll smoke Wacko as well, and they scan out. They know where Moon is, and nobody can TP in, or at least they'd have to take a bit of time beforehand. They need a bit more, though. Where's the rest of the team? The ask. I mean, Wahoo does break the smoke, and he manages to get his ulti off and heal up a little bit here. And although they kill him, it took a bit of time, and it might give maybe Dire an opportunity to grab somebody, but I mean, Witch Doctor, he TP's out. They gotta get out together. Good kill, though. Good kill. Oh. J-Bud in the triangle. He's actually very isolated and alone, and Warburg does see him. The Dire heroes are they're nowhere near J-Bud. J-Bud's going to be really careful here. He's quite healthy with the Radiance as well, and can turn around with a Scythe, and he probably will, actually, and unfortunately, he gets a Scythe kill but surely he doesn't get out of this situation now. Does have Ghost Shroud, and oh, he kills the Wraith King very quickly, has a second life. Ulti committed, and Dire, they do bring some heroes this time. And actually, J-Bud still alive and healthy. And now Wahoo's in a bit of trouble. J-Bud will move away, though, leaving Wahoo to Anarchist. Anarchist tries to get close enough, but there we go. The heals coming through. Steppy with a nice use of the cast there. J-Bud, however, he's still alive, and they're just losing everybody on Radiant. Steppy ticks down, gone. Swap coming in to save Walrus here as Wahlberg. Wacko. Uh-oh, gotta be careful. This Necro is very unkillable. Is this guy gonna... He's okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the Spiderlings just healing up this Necro, giving him so much regen.
Radiant's mid tower's in trouble.
And I think now that this bear has finished off most of its first 2 or 3 items, they're gonna move together and start to take these towers. Top tower getting pressured as we speak. Should go down soon.
Tower's taking hits.
'Kay, just to give you guys some perspective, it was a last pick Necro, so they weren't necessarily expecting, the Necro pick into these little summons, but I mean, it's been really good, right? A very solid pick here, just getting some free regen. Okay, hook shot, Wahlberg, but I mean, Anarchist, oh dear. He will go down, swap defensively actually onto Moon, but Wahlberg will still die here, and Walrus very slow, trying to fly away, try to flap away. Reaver coming in, giving him the suck. Stun does cancel it out. $20 minutes in, 6k net worth towards fans of 4-star. As it's all looking pretty good for them right now. With most of these heroes on Radiant a little bit far away. Yeah, there certainly is a lack of burst damage from Radiant. The best bet that they got is getting a Maledict into something else here. I think the hope that they have is that they position themselves a little bit too much. Uh-oh, Wahlberg runs under a ward. Meanwhile, I mean, Walrus runs into everything. And I mean, he's pretty tanky though with that Eternal Shroud, but here comes Anarchist also joining the fray. Connects up, Steppy in trouble. Voodoo Switcheroo's been used, and a few right clicks coming out from the bear will finish them off. Meanwhile, it looks like Wraith King lost his first life as well and has to run on the retreat. But they're a little bit too fast, and they're going to slowly just chip him away. And look, there we go, the spiders. Delicious, delicious regen. Watch this number go up, right? Here we go, look at all these hands. 7 stacks. He's going to try to resummon them. 15 stacks, 97 HP per second. By clicking one button. He pretty much gets, the equivalent to like a heart by pressing Q near the near the Broodmother.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
And it's off.
Oh no.
Radiant's top tower's
I really thought that this second game was going to be a little bit longer, but it might even end shorter than the first game. The first game was 31 minutes.
top tower's taking hits.
This time it's looking... Even though it's not... I don't think there's as many kills as last game. There's a lot more, like, deaths and stuff. But I think just the pure the pure aggression and the able, you know, their ability to take out these towers so quickly.
Top tower's hurting.
Crazy. Oops, swap. Okay, J-Bud. He does reposition himself. There is a Maledict on him, and they will kill J-Bud. Hey, good kill there. A lot of these supports are getting these kills, though, I've noticed. Or at least a lot onto Steppy. They're sponsored by Mortine.
And it's off.
That's pretty funny. Alright, so they step a little forward, but I mean, even still, it took them a lot to kill him, and this is okay. This is a window of opportunity here that maybe Radiant, maybe Fallen can get a little bit more. Anarchist. There we go. The minus armor, the slow, the stun. And they'll take him out as well. Good use of the smoke. Gives them a bit of something. Looks like Cat will make short work of the potential push they could have done. And now smoke coming out from Dire here, from fans of 4-star. Shield rune on Jakira for a little bit longer. And I think with this ward here, they see where Wahoo is. They might have noticed Walrus as well. They know there's at least one hero here. Clockwork. Actually, TP's in before the shrine gets taken, but he does miss the ulti. However, does trap Walrus in, but Walrus is going to get his ulti off. The heals coming out, as well as the Reaver giving Anarchist a bit more HP. And they've already lost the Wraith King to one time here. Scythe is available, though. The swap coming out defensively from Warburg keeps Walrus alive. They've taken out the Witch Doctor in the meantime. There's the Scythe now. And that's 2 kills. Double kill going to the bear. 3 dead, 4 dead. Where's the spider? Trying to make some space, but triple kill here for Moon. And I mean, they're going to knock on the front door now. We got a Mjolnir finished off. They'll TP J-Bud back. To give him some extra beautiful regen here from those spiders. Look at the hands go. Look at them. I'm gonna get you. How long are the spiders alive for? 7 seconds. Oh, where'd the hands go? Still chasing. 3 seconds. Oh no, they eat him anyway. Oh god, that's so brutal. That's rough. Funny to watch.
Somebody iced the Dire's courier.
Oh, his courier gone. Oh no. Don't know what was on it. Smoke out. Radiant. Well, this time all of Dire are alive, but maybe they can catch them off guard here as Cat breaks the smoke and they're going to jump a lot. Commit a lot. The 4-star repositions Cat a little bit, but Cat should go down here. Not before getting out a decent macro pyre and a lot of spells here. So you have lost the Jakira, but there's a lot of magical damage coming out from this Dire team here. As now J-Bud staying alive. Witch Doctor just melts into the fire as well. They lose Wahoo. They've lost 3. The Scythe comes down on a Walrus. He'll go down as well. Triple kill for Moon. As the spider can only watch as... Oh, no, he pings him out. He notices that he got something here. No stun, though. Wacko TP's out. And it's actually really crazy because, I mean, Viper did a lot of damage here. This might not be accurate because there was a... I'm pretty sure the bear got a few kills there, but he did no damage. No root scripts.
Radiant lost one of them bottom towers. Radiant's bottom racks. It's her.
Yeah, bottom rack's gonna go down. Ooh, okay. Maledict onto Moon's bear. And they will delete the bear. But you've already lost your melee racks. The more important one. 15k net worth ahead. Roshan is top for 2 minutes 30. Possibly an objective that they could grab here. Of an arcane.
The nether reaches out.
Radiant, they're going to scan it out, and they do notice some heroes are near, or at least in the Roshan pit. I'm not sure if they know that if they're taking it or not, but Dire so far are not. They're going to be taking the shrine instead. But I hope this Witch Doctor might run into some trouble here. Wahoo moves forward, notices Reaver, Anarchist, available if he wants to.
Rock it on.
I think all they got to do is get Roshan, and that's kind of going to secure at least another set of racks or two, if not the victory. This net worth difference is so big. It's so big, man. I think Wraith King has a BKB now. We also have an Aghanims on the bear, so Moon can kind of travel anywhere with this bear and still right-click with it. Radiant used another scan. It does inch over. Oh, there's an illusion here. Reaver's illusion sees them. They'll move forward. Oh, I mean, what can you do? Do they have any? I don't know if they've got any smokes or not. Spider farming up a little bit. Manta as well now. Pretty good. Alright, Roshan's going to head down. Oh no, Reaper again! Oh no! He gets tossed. I think they're having fun now. Anarchist, watch out! He's gonna... They're both gonna get tossed. I think they wanted to experiment with the bear, see if he tosses the bear. It does toss the bear, guys. 3 tosses from Roshan. As now, the Spirit Bear will start smacking around at Roshan. They'll actually give it to Necro, of all people. 8, 1, and 8, man. Not many of these heroes have died at all. The most deaths being 4 on Anarchist. As they've actually smoked up straight after Roshan. They know that the spider's nearby, but can they see him? They can't. Quick TP out. $17k net worth. Okay, we have gone past the first game's timer, I believe. However, I will highlight that it's, you know, it might very well be, or it's looking like it's going to be a very similar result to game 1. With fans of 4-star kind of dominating this series so far. Man, I'm not sure if they're waiting on a certain item or from somebody, but they've certainly got the tools to start pushing. Now they might connect with each other, J-Bud. The bears coming in too. They can just spit at the racks if they want. Okay, Walrus gets his ulti out onto Cat here. Cat, yeah, he's going to dodge a bit of the damage. Should be okay. J-Bud moves forward onto Walrus. Clockwork with a nice hook shot onto a few heroes, but the Witch Doctor does turn himself into the Voodoo Citru, but now look at that Cat with a lot of magical damage coming out onto these heroes. The scythe comes down. Anarchist, very low, actually surviving through a lot of this. Wahoo, BKB on his second life, but he has to use it just to get out of the situation. As they manage to trap them all into this really large macro pyre too. And now Steppy, that's a dieback instantly. I want to see how much damage that macro did. Stove, okay, just under 3,000, but I mean more damage actually coming out from J-Bud here. Now with 3 dead. And these mid-racks, they're making short work of it. I mean, Wacko trying his best to make some sort of space or get something, but I mean, they're going to try to end the game soon unless you're not too careful. I mean, there you go, Wahoo. Dead again, swap. Actually swaps back J-Bud, but I mean, for what? He's just happy and healthy. He's just getting healed up by Reaver behind, and there's a buyback from Wahoo. They just get trapped in the cogs, and now it's Wacko's turn to play Dota, but unfortunately, he just runs into death himself as well. And that's just a team wipe. A dieback on the Wraith King in game 2, very convincingly, again, going to Panzer 4-star here. As they kind of mop the floor a little bit with Fallen right now. With 2 stand-ins as well. As GG gets called. And a very, very quick series of Dota here. Well, well, well. Big sad? Yeah, big sad, big sad. Nah, really, look, I mean, just, they came swinging, man. I don't know what they could have done. It was really hard. Yeah, I don't know. I think these kind of farming cores are just a little bit too predictable. So they, yeah, and, you know, when you unfortunately kind of lose, when you unfortunately lose the lanes to that extent, it's very hard to make space, right? It's very hard to make space. So, and that's kind of what happened here. It was really hard for them. Very similar to the first game. Yeah. Well, well. They will have their day, yeah. It's, you know, there's other games to play eventually. Is there any other games happening tonight? Or not? No, there's not. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. And what about other leagues? Sunday. Someone's happening Sunday. Okay, yeah. And then in Phoenix Dota, there's nothing happening. Alright, well, yeah, I mean, that was really quick, but there we go. We're done skis, huh? Yeah, just a decent amount of farm that needed to be done. And I think it's really rough because Walrus, I think, played really well in these in the first moments of this mid lane. But I think as a result, like, these side lanes kind of just got a little bit overrun, right, in both of these games. And it made Walrus have to, like, TP in to kind of help them, which is fine. You're obviously meant to do that. But as a result, I think that, unfortunately, it was just reactionary Dota, right, where Walrus was coming in for return kills. And, you know, because the net worth was so different between his other players and other heroes, he ended up just kind of being collateral damage as well in a lot of these engagements, right? There was that moment down bottom where they dove and killed, I think, Wacko, and Walrus came in and got an ulti on Cat, but Cat just walked it off, unfortunately, right? That was a pretty crucial moment too. But hey, what can you do, huh? They first picked this this dude's hero, and he does really well. I was on it too. Alright, well, that's it from me, I think, right? I think we're done ski. Why are you always online, Anarchist? I can never spectate you if you do this. Can I actually? Maybe, I don't know. Alright, well done. I will see you guys next time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might play Dota. I was kind of editing a YouTube video as I was about to do this. But I will, yeah, a very quick game, very quick series. Keep an eye out for more stuff posted by yours truly, okay? I'm going to post some spooky things, right? There's gonna be, what's it called? I don't know, some sort of compilation, or not a compilation, just a VOD of me playing a scary game. It's really nice. But I'll do some TikToks and stuff as well. All right, really quick series, guys. Well played by both teams. Fans of 4-star really well showed here. It was really good. So I'll see you guys next time. Drink water, pet a cat, be kind to one another. I love you all. Goodbye. Fare thee well. Actually, we'll raid somebody. Why am I not raiding anyone? We raid somebody? Let's raid somebody. I forget how to do that. Is anyone playing anything? I don't know any people playing Dota right now. Should we look for somebody? Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Let me see. I want to look for somebody with like no viewers. We'll look for somebody, alright? Let's go with low to high. Only a test? Maybe we should. Should we look for Australia? Okay, we got some Australians. Road to 1K. Let's rate this dude. Let's say hello to this guy. Well, we need to see if he's friendly, right? Og. Oh shit. Can I join? Alright. Let's read it. What's this guy's name? Brother. Let's rate this guy. Alright, let's rate this dude. Alright, love you all, guys. Fairly well. Here we go. Be kind to this guy, right? See you later. Bye bye. I love you.
Radiant structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack.